Applying the chain rule to find the derivative of a function can be tough. And a big part of that is the formula itself is a little bit weird and can be hard to remember at times. So in this video, I wanted to show you how you should think about the chain rule formula in a way that actually makes a little bit more sense so that you can much more easily apply it to find the derivative of a function that requires the chain rule. The problem that I'm going to be doing in this video actually came from one of my weekly live streams that I do every Monday night at 5 o'clock Pacific time. And I wanted to show you how to apply the chain rule because, well, it does come up a lot in calculus and it is definitely very helpful for finding the derivative of different functions. But also this is one of the topics covered on my free Calculus 1 study guide and my complete Calculus 1 package. If you want to check those out, just hop over to jakesmathlessons.com and learn more about those. They're both available for instant download. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the example. And by the end of this video, you should be feeling a lot better about chain rule and how to apply it. Start by thinking about if we're going to find the derivative of this function, 4x minus x squared, all in parentheses, raised up to the 100th power. If we're going to find the derivative of this using the chain rule, what we want to do is think about our inside function and our outside function. So again, inside function, usually you can figure that out by starting by looking at where is your variable, where is your x in this case. Well, we have an x right here and we have an x right here. Basically, in this case, if we were to plug some number in for x and then actually try and figure out what this whole thing would be equal to based on that x value, everything within the parentheses is where all of our x's are. Everything within the parentheses would be the first part we would deal with. So basically we can treat what's all in the parentheses here as our inside function. And then we can treat essentially everything outside the parentheses, which is just this 100th, power part, as our outside function. So let me actually go do it like this. That'll be our outside function. Like I've been saying, basically, the chain rule just says that in order to find the derivative of an inside function plugged into an outside function, like we have here, we're going to take the derivative of the outside function. So we're going to deal with this 100th power first. So what you would want to think about, again, to think about your inside function, that's already figured out, right? That's just what's in the parentheses here. Then to actually figure out what is the function that we actually want to treat as our outside function, it's not just 100, right? We can't just say 100 is our outside function. What we need to do is look at the entire outside and inside function combined, replace just our inside function with your variable, with x. So if we replace everything inside the parentheses here with x, we would be left with x to the 100th power. So x to the 100th power is actually what we want to think of as our outside function. Okay, so if we're going to take the derivative of the outside function, that's just going to be power rule. We can just bring the 100 down in front and then minus 1 from the power. So that would give us 100 times x to the 99th power. However, since we want to take the derivative of the outside function and leave the inside function alone, we now need to go back here and replace our x with our inside function. So let's go ahead and do that. So instead of writing 100x to the 99th power, we have to write 100 4x minus x squared to the 99th power. So we've taken the derivative of our outside function. We've dealt with that 100th power part, taken the derivative there. We've left our inside function as 4x minus x squared. And then we need to multiply this whole thing by the derivative of our inside function. So the derivative of 4x minus x squared is just going to be power rule again. Derivative of 4x is 4 minus 2x. Derivative of x squared is 2x minus minus. So now this is going to be the derivative of that original function there. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you got some use out of this video and you're feeling a lot better about chain rule now. If you did, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button down below. And if you want to keep learning about calculus with me for the rest of the term, or however long of a time frame you're learning calculus over, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and that bell icon as well so you're notified of all my new videos. If you want to keep learning and mastering calculus, just go ahead and click on one of those videos over there. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.